My mind was telling me, stay awake, get that done. You want that done. You want that video out there. You want your story out there because you have a lot to tell about this story and you're just going to do it. And I know it was Shangela'S tweet that had changed my frame of mind just 2 days before. And so I thank her for that. Shangela, I thank you for that tweet. I'm sorry I did not make it to your show, but I know that was better because in the back of my mind, I knew that I didn't want to be out late because I knew that I had work to do. So just like Shangela and Alyssa had their gig, my gig is now to sit at home and make videos and not to go out to so many shows. Hey everybody, what is up? I hope everybody is having a great 2019. I hope you really had a real good New Year's Eve. What did you all do on New Year's Eve? Let me know. You know what I did? I stayed home and edited all night long until 1:30 p.m. the next day to get out that Alexa Stone video. And I want to tell you how Shangela happened to send me a very inspirational text a few days before, which allowed me to power through, get done what I needed to get done what I wanted to get done, and really sent me into 2019 with the right attitude and the right frame of mind and the power that I know that I can do and I can achieve what I want to achieve. Hi everyone, this is Deb coming to you from VoiceOver Land. So before I get started on showing you the video, I just wanted to get into why I'm editing this particular video tonight. You know, the episode just aired. I actually haven't watched it yet, but it just feels like with this season of All Stars 4 and just in the past few weeks, it's just getting more and more dramatic, more tense, more, you know, everybody's popping off on live, and then queens are complaining because people record the live and make a video out of it. Queens are complaining, they're complaining that people are recording their lives, well, but they're going on lives and popping off, and it's just like, yeah, I get it, it's ratings, it's like, you know, VH1 wants to get ratings on Drag Race so they can make money, so they can continue showing the show, and on YouTube we want to get ratings, we want to make money, it's our job, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Like, I really just, the negativity is just really getting to me today, and especially like the past few days, I really have been focusing on a different story, which is the Alexa Stone transformation, and that's a really heartwarming story, a really touching story. And to get back into all of a sudden, you know, this person's popping off on Periscope and this person's popping off on Instagram Live and this person's mad about this and this person's mad about that, and I haven't even seen the episode yet, and apparently everybody's shook about the episode. So I just needed to take a break. I recorded this just after New Year's Eve, and I really wanted to just sort of channel the spirit of I put this in a tweet. I channel the spirit of Shangela, Alyssa, and Miley Cyrus, and just have positive energy, be a positive person that puts positive energy out there into the universe and makes good things happen both for myself and for other people. So I hope you all enjoy this story of how Shangela really helped me turn around my attitude, which had really begun to stink at the end of 2018. I did not have a very good fall emotionally. I was just kind of let's just say I was in a funk, and I don't like the winter weather, and I was just, you know, a lot of negative things happened that I've covered in other videos, and I guess maybe some of this just being surrounded by all this drama all the time, and of course, you know, everybody loves the winter because it gets dark at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Anyway, I was not Susie Sunshine. I was supposed to go up to New York to see Alyssa and Shangela perform on the 29th. And I was in just such a gray mood. I did not want to make the trip. I just didn't want to be walking around New York City in the cold. I don't know. And I'm so different now. It's like a week later, I'd be fine. But there's many things that helped me turn around. But definitely Shangela's tweet that she sent me was very inspiring, and it really like jolted me. It just absolutely jolted me in my heart and in my brain. And I've got to tell you this story. So here we go. So what happened was, I do not like to go out on New Year's Eve. Sometimes I will go out locally, but I like to go to New York in the Christmas season, see the Christmas lights, all of that. So last year I went up to New York on the 29th, and I saw Tatiana and Violet Chachki, and I had a great time, and I got to hang out with like my New York girls, Horchata, Mary Cherry, Riffy, all of them, and hang out in Brooklyn. Had a great time. And then I stayed over 2 nights, and then I came back on the 31st. And I did go out last year, New Year's Eve, but it was a special occasion. But a lot of times I'll stay in on New Year's Eve. So this year I wanted to do the same thing. There just so happened to be a show in New York of Alyssa and Shangela on the 29th, and I had gotten myself set to go months in advance. Well, I don't know what's been going on with me this winter, but I've left it in the past. But let's say the end of 2018, I was feeling like a slug, and I was not liking to go out. And also, I was very focused on YouTube, especially in December. It's a very good month for YouTube. And I started getting in my mind that I didn't want to go to New York. So I was looking for a way to get out of it. Instead of just going, I don't feel like going, I was looking for a way to get out of it. So I was like hitting up my friends who are friends with Alyssa, and I'm like, is Alyssa really going to be at the show? And they're like, yes, she's going to be there. And then I looked and I saw on Instagram that day that Shangela was having travel difficulties and she was stuck in Atlanta. So I texted her and I said, hey, like we're best friends. Saw your weather delay post. You think you're going to make it to New York? Question mark. I have tickets, but I really don't want to travel up there if you can't get there. The reason I threw that in is because I didn't want her to think I was trying to scam on the guest list. I was like, no, girl, I'm set. I just don't want to do the journey if you're not going to be there. And she texted me back and she was like, oh, honey, I'm Shangela. I'm going to make it. And then I texted her back and I said, I know you would fly that plane if you had to. That was such a powerful statement that she gave me, because the belief that Shangela has in herself we see her run back and forth across the country, across the world. Long story short, I did not go to New York, but that's because I just did not want to go. I just don't like traveling in the cold weather. But what I did want to do 2 nights later was get out this video about Alexis Stone when that news broke real fast. So I had to power through. And it was very different because a lot of times, like I said, I will start a video and I will be working on it and I will just get tired and I'll be like, I can't finish this. On that one, I just sat there and I knew in my head that I was going to finish it. I knew I was going to be up as long as I needed to be up in order to get that video out. And even at the time where I finished it and uploaded it, I still was up for a little bit more. It's like I got tired, but it wasn't the kind of tired where my mind was telling me to go to bed. My mind was telling me, stay awake, get that done. You want that done. You want that video out there. You want your story out there because you have a lot to tell about this story and you're just going to do it. And I know it was Shangela's tweet that had changed my frame of mind just 2 days before. And so I thank her for that. Shangela, I thank you for that tweet. I'm sorry I did not make it to your show, but I know that was better because in the back of my mind, I knew that I didn't want to be out late because I knew that I had work to do. So just like Shangela and Alyssa had their gig, my gig is now to sit at home and make videos and not to go out to so many shows. So when I read that text, it made me realize, it made me think of Shangela in a whole different way. It made me think of Shangela, maybe how Shangela thinks of Shangela. I think Shangela might think of Shangela as a superhero. And I don't necessarily think of myself as a superhero. I know that I can get stuff done when I'm under a deadline and when I really want to get it done. But I don't think of myself as a superhero. But you know what? You can be a superhero if you want to be a superhero. Because if Shangela can be a superhero, you can be a superhero. I can be a superhero too. We can all be superheroes. We might not be in All-Stars 4 for that superheroes challenge, but we can still be superheroes. So change the way you think about yourself. It's very easy. Just remember, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it because I did it and Shangela does it. We can all do it. I saw that Shangela had posted this video of her performing to Wrecking Ball. And it's very interesting because we always see positive things from Shangela. How can anybody be that positive all the time? I wish I could be as positive as Shangela, 10% of my life. I wish I could, I wish I could have some of her energy and all that. But this post was very telling. She never talks about anything Shangela never talks about anything that's bothering her. One thing you'll notice about Shangela and Alyssa, they never complain. They just get the job done. And that's kind of like that House of Edwards mentality. So Shangela, but on this post, she wasn't complaining, but she was really explaining a few things. So I thought it was very interesting and very touching to read. And, Shangela, when she got sent home on All-Stars 3, we were all, Shangela was robbed, but she was pretty PC about it. I don't think she was, I didn't even understand that she was bothered by it. But this post tells me a little different. So she says, last night I closed my final open chapter of 2018. Performing what I had planned for Wrecking Ball in the All Stars 3 finale meant so much it's hard to even explain. For a long time after the All Stars 3 finale, I couldn't even hear this song without thinking of the rough emotions tied to it. But last night I channeled the pain into feelings of triumph. The challenges I faced in my life have led me to work even harder. And she goes through things she's done this year. And she says she's proud to say she brought the same energy, the same love, and the same excitement to each of her audiences every night, which is very true. She always brings the energy. She says, there were times when I felt tired, when I had personal distractions going on in my life, when my body was sore, when the soul was literally coming apart from my boot. But I pushed through with a smile and with gratitude for the moment. And that is just the most beautiful thing, because there have been times when I've been tired, my body's been sore, and I have done nothing but complain about it. And there's many times when I sit down to film a video, like right now, I'm tired, but I got my energy up, because you have to be energetic on YouTube. People don't watch you if you're tired and you're cranky and you're gonna complain, that you didn't like your dinner. It's the same thing when you go see a drag queen. No, you have to be energetic and upbeat. You have to find that happy part inside of you. So I am so thankful that Shangela sent me that text that night, not because it got me to get myself up to New York, because that actually would have probably done me in and I never would have gotten that video done on New Year's Eve, but because it really gave me the motivation and the mindset I need to go into 2019 and to crush it, the house on YouTube. Check me out on Instagram, DragCentricDeb, and please like and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, but definitely subscribe, because I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers, and I know I can do it. And then it'll be 10, and then it'll be 20, and then it'll be 100. So look out, everybody. Oh, now I really started to sound like Shangela.